So it has come to my unfortunate attention that the majority of men are not super great at, you know exactly what I'm talking about. A few weeks ago, I was out to dinner with my wife and her friends, and we were talking a little bit. They were talking about this dude that this one girl was dating, and she was talking a little bit about the stuff that they were doing and the fact that he was kind of like thumbs down in that department. And I was like, wait a second, why? She starts running down this list of all these things, and then the other girls were like chiming in like, yeah, mine doesn't do that either. I really wish she did. I looked over at my wife, and she's like, She looked at me. I'm like, what? I said, why are you looking at me, woman? She goes, well, you should be doing a video on the things that we're talking about and telling you that we want you dudes to do. And so today, I'm making it happen. So first thing that everybody was like, yo, they need to do better at this is we want a little bit more warming up in terms of foreplay, right? This is one of the biggest complaints that like 99.9% of women have about men, right? Because they are not like us. Like dudes, we're like, yo, all right, I'm ready, right? It literally takes like 3 seconds and we're ready to rock. Women take a lot more action, a lot more time, a lot more getting the brain warmed up and spiced up. And so you got to take your time. You got to do the things that you need to do leading up to the time where you get actually buck naked. So you guys have all heard about the movie like 50 Shades of Grey, right? Every woman's like, oh, getting all crazy watching that, right? Why? Because it's erotic, right? Now, this whole term of like erotic is basically like building the excitement, the anticipation, not necessarily asking for permission to tell her to do things, which actually is the second thing that she's craving from you, and that is give her direction. Tell her what you want. Tell her what you like. And also on the flip side, let her tell you. This is one of the things that a lot of guys get weird about, right? They think that they should know exactly what to do, how to touch, where to go, and what to do, when the truth is that the movies do not tell you and show you what she actually wants. Dying apparently to be a bad little girl, right? And get like told that they're bad little girls, and I'm just reporting the facts as I hear them, gentlemen. It's about helping each other explore your desires and wants and fantasies, right? There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Unfortunately, a lot of dudes get a little bit weird when it comes to talking about that, but the truth is that you guys need to discuss it, you need to play around, you need to have fun in order to keep it fresh and exciting. But unfortunately, like 50% of dudes are having some type of issue that is preventing them from actually enjoying a healthy, happy sex life. And that is where Roman comes in. They're here to help. Roman is today's video sponsor. The reason why I love Roman so much is that they address a variety of different issues that men face. They've got discreet little wipes, right? The Roman swipes I've talked about. Game-changing stuff. They're gonna help you last 4 times longer. All you do, you grab them, you don't need a prescription, you wipe it on, boom, you're ready to rock and roll 4 times longer. Or maybe you're somebody that's having a little bit difficult time getting and maintaining a really rock hard, strong erection, right? What are you gonna do? Exactly, you're gonna go to Roman as well, because they've got prescription medications that are designed to help. Roman also offers testosterone testing and therapy. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're a dude and you're suffering from any of these things, you gotta hit our special link down below. It's a straightforward digital experience, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. There are no trips to the pharmacy. A lot of times, if medication is prescribed, they can ship it to you right to your door with free 2-day shipping. You deserve to have a happy, healthy sex life, and Roman is here to help. Guys, hit our special unique link down below or go to ro.co/alpha for 20% off your first order. That's ro.co/alpha for 20% off. Once again, that's ro.co/alpha for 20% off your order. Next thing she wants you to do, gentlemen, in this one is so incredibly important, is make her feel so sexy. And what I mean by this is a lot of times, like, you'll get into it, right? But you'll neglect to actually let her know, oh my God, baby, you feel incredible. I love your ass, the way it feels. I love you this, I love that. Like when she's going downtown to visit Al, be like, oh my God, you're the best. Oh my God, I can't even stand it. You're so freaking incredible, right? You do that, guess what? She's gonna be like, really? I'm that good, right? She's gonna wanna do it again and again and again and again and again. It's not just about the physical action to get in action. It's about the words, what you're saying, building her up, making her feel super sassy and sexy. And when you do this, this is gonna open her up to other things. So if there's something that like you wanna try or you've seen in a movie, right? Being like, hey, what would you think about this? Or let me try this, or would you mind? I think it'd be fun. I think you're so hot and sexy. Build her up, make her feel gorgeous, and gentlemen, guess what? Your sex life is gonna go through the freaking roof! As long as you do what she wants you to do when it comes to oral and digital stimulation. All right, so here's the deal, gentlemen. You gotta understand that women don't necessarily reach that point of like, woo, load, oh my God, right? That we want her to, right? Which is why so many women fake it, right? They're like, oh yeah, that was amazing, right? And we come up and we're like, yeah, I killed that shit, right? And the truth is that you didn't, because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. If you want her to reach that point, you got to use a few things other than Big Al. You got to use your mouth. You got to use your hands. Also, little pro tip, you need to make sure that your hands and your nails aren't all like nasty and jagged, right? If you start sticking things in places and you got like a hangnail, if you like bite your nails and you got like little like sharp things, right? She's going to feel, and that's definitely a deal breaker, not sexy. You got to make sure your hands and your nails are straight, all right? They also need to be clean. So does your wiener. Gentlemen, big disclaimer. You got to make sure Big Al is clean before you stick it in Brenda, because I'm just saying you're not going to get much action if she's always got a raging UTI, right? Because you're a dirty wiener. Gentlemen, don't have a dirty wiener. And since we're talking about stimulation, one thing that I just want to toss out there, because it's been tossed out to me, is if you're somebody that does have like stubble or facial hair, you got to make sure you're not just rubbing and grinding your chin into that super soft area, right? Because a lot of dudes, we get in there and we're super aggressive, right? And we're rubbing our face in, because we're sexy studs with facial hair, it can be a little bit irritating. And once that happens, a lot of times, game over, she's not going to. It's about light, going in, making sure you're focusing using your mouth and your lips and not necessarily digging your chin into Brenda. Last but certainly not least, there are two things I just want to tell you that they said that I thought were pretty important. All right, number one is don't ask where she learned certain things. I didn't know that dudes did this, but apparently they do. Trust me, you don't want to know. And the second thing is, once you like do your thing and you're wearing a condom, which you should be doing to protect yourself from getting STDs, but also pregnancy, don't like not tell her like, hey, I just did. You got to stop, right? One of the big mistakes that guys make is that they won't want to tell the person that they're with, hey, I just did it. And what ends up happening is it ends up slipping off. One of my wife's friends actually said that she didn't know, but a dude's like condom came off in her. He never told her, and it ended up getting like jammed up like in her. And she didn't know, and she ended up getting like a really bad like infection and fever. She had to go to the hospital. It was a bad scene. And like, you have a condom stuck up in you, right? And so just a little like warning, don't do that. If you're doing your thing and you do your thing, all right, stop, take it off, get a new one, right? And then proceed if you can, or wait a little bit if you need to, right? Reload, regroup, use your mouth, use your hands, do your thing, go down to visit Brenda, reload again, and rock and roll. Gentlemen, you're amazing.